Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome again my channel, The Life with Khuram Joyia, and I'm your host Khuram Joyia. Today, I think this podcast is very important because all the people when you get job must be they give interview. Today I have guest. He run a company, Dream Jobs. He's an interviewer. I don't want to waste time. I want to talk with directly. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
First of all, sir, tell me about yourself and your company.
All right, so name Adnan Rafiq Ahmed.
जी,
I've brought up in Saudi Arabia, Alhamdulillah. I lived in Riyadh and I completed my higher school education from Riyadh, and then I went to US, completed my bachelor's, and then came back in 2006 to Pakistan, stayed there, worked in a company for like about few months. Then in 2007 January, I came to Saudi Arabia, and since then I'm here. So I worked in different companies, all right, multiple organizations, and then I founded Smart Irtekaz. That was in the US and then in UAE, majorly operating in Saudi Arabia as well, with multiple spectrum,
Okay.
and that includes training, consultation, audit, and then tool implementation to manage organizations in a proper way, in a better way. And that's where Dream Job community comes in. So it's kind of like a community group, all right, and then that's what we want to make sure, that community we form where people come together, support and help each other in
Okay.
finding job and helping others to find job.
Yeah, actually, others to find job because you are
Yeah.
serving, you are helping. Actually, you are helping to people and get how to. I see your videos. You helping the candidates. Lot of motivation you give pupils.
No, thank you, Jazakallah khair. See, what we are doing through this dream job is there are two part of it. One is the operational side, where someone will submit their profile, their CV, they upload on irtekaz.com, and that's where the team they gets the CV. Whenever there is a requirement, they find who's the right candidate, and then they communicate to the employer. So that's where the whole process gets in. But then there's another part where we do our kind of like a podcast or mock interviews.
Yes,
Now,
mock
in those mock interviews, we ask people question, we talk to them, we get to know what they do, what they have done, who are they, and then what value they can bring to the organization. So it's kind of like a mock interview. It's you can say it's a stage one. So it brings the benefit one for them, that they get ready for, like, if there is a real interview, what will happen, and that's the feedback that we get from a lot of people, that this mock interview helped them a lot to get prepared.
Yes.
Secondly, employer gets to see who is this guy. So for them, it's kind of like already a pre-interview done. So it's for them screening that, okay, this is the guy that we need to hire. So they can directly go and talk to them and hire them if they really feel that this person can bring value to the company.
Which you record video you sent to their company, and you only said that this candidate is good, and I did talk with him, I did interview, like that.
So the idea is that we are having 3 steps for any employee that who
Okay.
is seeking job, right?
Okay.
So one on our website, which is under construction right now.
Okay.
So what they do is, normally they have their CV. That's a information that normally everyone have, right?
Yes.
Then there is an audio interview. It's about 1 to 2 minutes. So the file will be there, and anyone who wants to go and hire someone, they can listen to their audio interview. And then the video interview is there. So the video interview will be 1 to 2 minutes clip about themselves, talking about, again, it's a pre-screening for anyone who wants to hire
Professional, like
someone. And apart from that, that's where we have our dream job community interviews. Now that's for people to learn how to do interviews. So there are some mistakes that people have done, and it's live. It's not scripted, right? So when people do interview, you can see that what mistake they are doing and what they can
Yes.
improve and how they want to improve.
Yes.
So that's one learning for themselves and also for the viewers, that they can see and they can watch, improve their profile, improve their CV, what to say, what not to say, and all those kind of things, right? So that's a benefit, and that's a channel that we are having a process.
Yes. CVs matter.
Of
CV
course.
does matter.
That's most likely, that's the first thing that gets into the window. So when you go to get your passport renewed, you have to go to the window and give your passport. So once they see there is something wrong with your documents, they just reject you right away. So that's your document to get you in for the interview.
Why you start their recruitment dreams job of I know about you because of dreams jobs. Why
Right.
you start dream job?
See, there are multiple things, alhamdulillah, in life that I have done. So one of them was, and that was quite a few years ago, and I'm talking about more than 10 years ago, that I was thinking something to be done for people who are seeking job, right? And this was a challenge earlier, as I said, for ages, and it's still a challenge. So how I can make something easier for people, that's for those who are seeking job and also for those who are looking for people. So visibility is a key concern for anyone, and again, talking the right things, saying the right words, and what they need to put in their profile. So all those things are there. So I just want to bring in some package to people so that they can know what to do and exactly how they can land a job. And the best is, of course, the dream job they're looking for. But I want to also make sure that the first time you get the job, maybe it's not your dream job, right? I mean, the dream job will be somewhere, somehow executive job, but that may come down after like few years, but at least start somewhere. So to get your dream job, you have to start somewhere. So that's where the dream job comes in.
What make a great candidate?
Well, a complete package, but
Yes,
remember that
yes.
on a lower cost. So
And
because see, if I want to hire someone who can do like A, B, and C and D, but then of course, I should expect that this person is going to tell me, okay, give me like 20,000 or 30,000. Am I willing to pay this price? So, but if I find someone who can do everything, but they can, hire this person on a lower cost, that's much better for me, right? So, ideal candidate is someone who's mature. He knows the stuff, or she knows what they're doing. So a person individually by themselves, it's learning that what they have, the experience that they have, experience will come over time, but their maturity, they can be mature even at the age of 20.
Okay, and now I'll come back on CV. What type of mistakes nowadays people in CV?
See, I've seen different kind of CVs, right? So we plan to do like, because we have done different interviews, but still their recap or their summary has not been out yet. But through your podcast, so I'll like to share that with people. I'll just give a glimpse. Number one, either they have too much information,
Okay.
so it's like 3 pages, 5 pages long CV, but maybe an extra information. Even 3 pages, 5 pages won't hurt if the information in it is right. So you need to make sure that what you're putting in the CV. I don't worry about your personal information. I don't want to know it. So don't put your personal information there, right? So again, also some information, some jobs that are not relevant, don't put it there. Because, for example, if someone has done a part-time job being a call center agent, but that's not relevant to your career now and the job that you're applying now,
Yeah.
you don't need to mention it there.
Okay.
So take out what you don't need to put in there, what doesn't align with your career right now. That was a job that you did earlier in your ages. Even for some, for example, learning is very good because that taught you communication skills. You have
Okay.
learned something from there.
Yes.
And maybe it's a highlight or a let's say it's a stone, the base stone of your career,
Career, yes.
or we call it like milestone.
Milestone.
But again, you may not want to put it there because you already have like 10 other jobs that you want to put there. So you have to be very careful about what to put in the profile, what to put in a CV, and what not to put in there. So one, too much information. Second, no information at all. So I see a CV and I see like, okay, there's a hobby and one job and very basic skills, and then there's nothing else. No certification. Some CVs I don't even see that what job or what education they have completed. All right.
Okay.
So that's too blank. So that's less information. Now you need to give more information about yourself. Tell them exactly what you are and who you are. So that's where someone who's looking at your CV know that, okay, this guy, how are they going to bring value to my organization?
Okay.
That's the key point. You need to prepare your CV according to that perspective.
A more attractive CV is the only best information you put. That means that you're an attractive CV.
Yeah, when we say attractive, so that means the right information, all right?
Okay,
Correct information. You shouldn't have mistakes in your CV. So imagine that I see your CV and there's a spelling mistake in the first line, summary that you write.
Yes.
That's a major letdown.
Okay.
So that means
See interviewer.
exactly. Yeah, take it out.
No
Right?
need.
So no need for this person. So you have to make sure that your profile, and again, it should look nice as well. Not just visual. Again, a lot of people are using AI.
Okay.
That's fine. If you want to use it, go ahead, use it. That's not. I mean, there is no way that you are saying no to AI anymore, right? But you have to be very careful because AI may put information that they can exaggerate. So, like if, for example, you say I have a problem-solving experience, and adding in my CV as a skill, they may add like Kaizen and Kanban and Lean Six Sigma and whatnot, and you have not done that. So they're exaggerating, like this guy has done so much. So be careful about what you put, even through AI. So that's you have to be very careful, right? Secondly, when you talk about visual scheme of your CV, how does that look like?
Yes.
So it doesn't look overshadowed, not hundreds of icons, but not zero icon. So put something there. It should visibly should look nice, not like a way too much colorful, but it shouldn't be bland at all, right? So it should be
Okay.
something nice. And when I say colorful, doesn't mean that it have to be colored, right?
Yes.
What I mean
Attractive
is
colors.
attractive. Even if it's only two colors, that's fine. I mean, black and white is okay, but it should be visually should look fine.
Okay, if someone came for reference your friends, like someone who came here, but his CV is not good. But when you talk with him, he's a very good, and you observe that he's a very good guy, confidence and like skills. You, because you are an interviewer, when he come, you realize what he have. I
Right.
think. What do you think? You will hire him? You will reject him?
See, that's a very important question that you raise. So it's about reference, right? And we call this vitamin W, right?
Yes,
Vasta.
yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes.
So, and this works everywhere in the world. All right. I may find someone who came through a reference of a
Yes.
friend or his friend or
Yes,
also from someone,
yes,
right?
yes. Reference means anyone.
I will hire you if you are actually going to add value to my company. So I think this is the third time maybe I mentioned this. So adding value and how you can do that to an organization is very important for you as an employee and as an
Yes.
employer, because you need to make sure that what's in it for you, what's in it for me.
Okay.
I'm going to hire you. That means I'm going to give you some job, and then for this you're going to get some salary. So this is a trade that we are doing. Now, worth your time, what are you going to bring on the table for me? So if you are going to help me to achieve my objective in life, because let's say I have my boss and I'm going
Yes.
to hire you,
Yes.
so I want to make sure that you help me achieve my objectives.
Yes.
I'm
That is the
helping
point.
my boss to achieve his objectives,
Yes.
and he is helping his CEO to
He's,
achieve his
owner
objectives,
and
right?
like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we are all in this together, and whatever we are all doing, we are going to achieve the vision of the organization, what
Yes.
they want to achieve in 20 years or 50 years or 100 years, for the
Okay.
owner or for the board members, right?
Company or what.
So important thing is you need to understand how are you going to link with this chain. Are you aligned, or are you going your way and they're going their way? It won't work.
It means reference doesn't matter. You see him, their skills, and if he's valuable
Yes.
for you and your company and like that.
Exactly. See, interview, you will get, as I said, like, it will get you to the window, but
Okay.
to get in, that's where your skills, your capabilities are the one that will help you. All right. But if you're not passionate enough, if you are not capable enough, then you may not be get into the job. Or even if you get there, for example, let's say maybe 2 months or 3 months up to probation, and then they will say, okay, thank you very much, and go find something else. So you need to find out on, are you aligned, and you can complete the tasks that you have been asked for. So be more effective, be more efficient in whatever you do.
More efficient, more effective.
Yes.
I have question. Someone, he's a very quick learner, but I don't think he's a very very educated. Not, maybe he's not the bachelor. You want to hire him?
Maybe I will give him a chance. See, I've done this earlier, and through your podcast, I think I'll convey the message to different business owners as well in the business community that please hire one extra person. So this I call 1+ method
Yes,
or concept. I need 5 people, but let me hire sixth one. So the sixth one, most likely, I will not be hiring on, of course, maybe on a proper package, but maybe on a downgraded. I shouldn't say downgraded, but maybe discounted package. All
Yes,
right.
discount.
A package where this guy who doesn't have a job at least will have something to do.
Yes.
Plus, they will gain experience, they will gain knowledge. So that way, maybe after 3 months or 6 months, they'll be able to go and land a better job. Or maybe, and by the way, through my experience, what happened is after a few months, maybe 3 or 6 months, I find out, oh, you know what, I really need this guy. So let me hire him full time.
Okay.
And then you hire another one. So remember, 1+. So you need 6 people, get one more. You need 100 people, get one more. You need 200, get one more. So this one more, you're helping a life. And that life doesn't mean only one life. That means you're talking about the whole family. So I would highly recommend all the business owners and whoever's out there, please hire this one extra guy, one extra person, male, female, wherever they work, in what capacity you can hire. But let them get into the job, let them learn, let them understand. And if they can fit in your organization, excellent. Get one more, please. But if they cannot, then of course, your experience, whatever they learn in these 3 months or 6 months, they can go somewhere else and maybe find a better job. And that has happened with me. So it's alhamdulillah, a very good success story already I have. Very good experience.
Yes. Now I don't want to leave the topic of CV. Uh, how to make CV like with chat GPT, Gemini, and other AIs. Yeah, I make my own self on Word and search how to like the perfect
Okay,
way to make CV.
excellent, excellent. Because see what's happening for last, I think, few years, about like 8 to 10 years, a trend is there where there are companies who provide you this off, their package. Like they
Package.
will prepare your CV, we update your LinkedIn, we do this and that. So a complete portfolio they can do for you. But tell me something: do you know yourself better or someone else? So
I know.
exactly right.
Yes.
So you need to make sure that you write your CV. All right. Now, if you have to even type it on a typewriter, now that's not the days that we are in, but that means do your own CV by yourself, please. All right. Now you can rely on ChatGPT, but let's use this as a second step and compare what you have done and what ChatGPT is giving your AI is giving you, and then compare and then maybe improve yours. But if you write your CV word by word, that means you would know what's in there. I've been in a situation where I ask, okay, what about this job that you're mentioning there? And the other guy went blank because
Because
he
he
has no
right from
idea.
ChatGPT.
So by the way, that's another thing. One is, yes, I got it done through AI. The other thing is, someone mentioned that, oh, you know what, my friend made my CV. So I'm like, it's your job, it's yours. You're applying for the job, and your friend make your CV, and you have no idea what's in there. So at least read the CV, that what's in there, and update or adjust. So that's again, when you say that, who to prepare and how to prepare. Okay, if you want to go one step up, advanced services and so forth, okay, get your services done by portfolio first from some experts, but again, go back and learn what they have done for you. So let's say you do it one time, but second time, if you have to update your CV and all that, you shouldn't be able to rely on the professional services. You should be able to do it yourself. Where are your capabilities, my friend?
Okay. Now, first impression does matter.
Of course, it does. All right, but again, depends. There are some people. I've learned that and it's been quite some years, right? In my training, there was someone, and I'm talking about leadership training, and this guy said, "Oh, I always, when I would do interview, I never hire people who do not have watch on their hand." And I'm talking about that that was about like 10 years ago.
Okay.
So and that's some sort of misconception people they build over time, or they learn that, oh, you know what, this XYZ guy was doing this, so they start doing that as well. It's a personal trait that they build over time, or somehow they judge the personality based on those tiny items or features
Features.
that it shouldn't be depending on. For example, if you don't have watch on your hand, but maybe you're the best person who's managing the time. I mean,
Yes.
mashallah, you are here earlier than you're supposed to be.
Yes.
So that's one of the best things that you have done, right? So if you don't have watch on your wrist, it
Yes.
doesn't mean that you're not good in time management. So that
Yes.
was a misconception. So I clarified that, and it was like, oh yeah. And after discussion, he's like, yeah, you're right. Maybe that gentleman was the best person that I should have hired, but I didn't because he didn't have watch on his wrist. So there are misconceptions that people have. Now, going back to your question again, it's again, at the end of the day, you need to look at the package.
Someone candidate come and interviewer think that we will hire them. No. Yes or no.
So they already have in mind
Yes.
that
Yes.
they already
Mind.
have a decision
Yes.
made.
In mind because their personality. You said that without watch, then it will
See,
not
body
hire.
language is very important. So you, as an employee, as an employer, both
Okay.
ways, you need to have your body language right.
Okay.
Okay. For example, I'm captain of my cricket team as well, right? Been years, alhamdulillah.
You look like Miss Paula. No, 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 no. Another guy, he's the same like you. I see the past of cricket
Okay.
team, ex cricketer.
Inzamamul Haq or
Yes.
okay.
you maybe
Thank
you
you for
realize maybe you realize.
thank you for maybe putting me in the same place. But mashallah, he has done great for the country.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
mashallah, may Allah bless all those guys. Anyone who has done great for Pakistan and for
We
Muslim
appreciate
Ummah,
and we
mashallah.
love.
Yeah. So see, at the end of the day, if you add value to others' life,
Okay.
that is something that good you have done, even at least to one person's life.
That's the life lesson
Yeah.
you did it.
Yeah.
Can you repeat again?
So if you have done at least one person's life, if you influenced or inspired someone or have done something good in their life for them, that's great. I mean, this is the value that you can bring, right? I mean,
Yes.
that's something great. Imagine we are like 8 billion plus people in the world right now.
Yes.
Okay, let's take kids out, or maybe youngsters out. Or when I say youngster, means like those who are like 18 and below, even though they can add a great value, by the way, all right? Because kids who are like 8 plus, oh man, they are mashallah, they're smart, they're
Gen
smart.
Z's,
Oh
oof,
yeah.
oof, oof,
So
oof.
even they can bring a great value to other people's life. So I mean, think of this as, so that means, we should just take those kids out who speak like a alabala and ulubulu, right? Otherwise, anyone who can speak can add value to others' life. So what you can do is think from your perspective, what are you capable of, and where and how you can do it. Either giving time to people, even from financial support. And of course, financial support is something where other cannot do anything at all. Otherwise, that's the least thing that you can do to people. But if you can teach them something, if you give them an opportunity, if you can, push them up, or bring them up, or pull them up somehow, somewhere, multiple ways are there where you can help people and add value to their life, right? So just need to do that. By the way, question going back to the body language.
Yeah.
Body language, yeah. Okay,
My
so
question is next.
and this is linked with the question that we talk about. So with the cricket team, what happened is, sometimes you feel, this guy who is coming this morning to play, and you feel like, he's one of your best guys, right? But then through the body language, you can feel that he is not in a good shape, maybe mentally or whatever, he's tired. So what will happen is, he will go and he will not perform according to, like, his actual game.
Expectations.
So as expected, right? So that's the same thing with the interviewer as well. Now, when you go for an interview, you need to make sure that you're ready, mentally ready, and then of course, body wise, you have your nice suit on, you have your proper tie. I've seen people that their tie is going right and they're going left, all right? So you need to make sure that you are in your right mind, body language aligned with what you're doing. You're there for interview, show that's your personality, all right? Because see, one interview can change your life, which means it may not be the dream job, but
Yes.
it will get you there. So that's a milestone in your life, that's a first
step.
Exactly, all right? So you need to be in the right mind, and make sure that get ready for the interview and be there, give your whatever 100%, or maybe more than 100%. It's not you're begging for job, but at least you need to show them that what you can do.
We can argue with salary. If interviewer said that we give 5K,
Right.
I said no, I like 10, like up to your
Right.
demands are like,
Yeah.
that is true. We can.
Yes, you can negotiate, all right. But see, you need to find out your options. You need to know which way you are, or what's the situation right now.
Okay.
For example, I have known people, and even myself, in life, sometimes you accepted a salary which is below than what your previous job was, because that's a situation, that's how things were.
Yeah.
So, but then there are times when you are demanding, like, let's say 2 times than what you're getting right now. So then you're like, I cannot go and accept which is lower than this. It depends on what is the job, what's the position, what you're going to do, and again, what value you're going to add to the organization. Capability, exactly.
Yes.
Right? See, if you're going to save an organization $10 million and you're asking for like 1 million, maybe that's fine. And maybe if I know that you can do that, I will give you 1 million, because I know that this guy is going to save me $9 million. So it's about numbers, right? At the end of the day. So you need to be ready from your end as well. If you're going to negotiate, you're negotiating on what grounds? Are you capable to negotiate with me? I mean, look at your job, you look at your education, look at your historical jobs. I mean, your experience, your certificates that you have. So what's the package you're bringing on board? So there's a proper benefit cost ratio. So if I see that the benefit, by X amount of cost that I'm going to pay you is going to be 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, most likely I'll negotiate and I'll say, okay, let's get this guy on board.
Okay. Biggest interview red flag.
Something that you put on your profile and it's not you. So anything that is false claim, or something that, like, for example, someone mentioned they're PMP certified, but they're not.
Tell me 4 points.
4 points.
Yes.
So 1 or 3 or 5. All right.
Okay.
So see, when we say, let's see if we go one by one.
Yeah, okay.
Number 1, when you say something wrong in your CV, or something falls in the CV, right? Secondly, when you speak and what you're saying doesn't match with your profile. So in your mind you have something else, and what you're saying, what you put on paper is something else. So there's a mismatch. All right. Then you're not ready for the job. For example, the job is about operational excellence, and you have no idea about what is operational excellence. right? So that means you're not aligned, you're not ready.
You must be research on it, then you will come.
Research means that you need to be ready for it. I mean, for example, if you go for a job, you haven't looked at the company, what they are, what they have done. You should, it's a good idea to know that where I'm going for a job, I'm applying what they do and what's the position, what's the responsibility that I will be going to work on.
Applying.
If you don't even know this, then at least you should know that, okay, the job is about, for example, as I say, if it's operational excellence, then what role should be there? I mean, what do I do? Right? If you don't even know and you apply for these jobs, and that is a lot of things that people, they apply for jobs not knowing that what the responsibilities are, and they find out later on they are not even shortlisted. Now that's a dilemma, because you'll be rejected one time and second time and third time and maybe hundred of times, and then you will be depressed because every time you send a CV and no one looks at your CV and you're never downlisted or shortlisted. The problem is because you are applying to the wrong job. Please apply to the job where it's right for your responsibility and match your capabilities. Don't apply to all the jobs, but apply to the right job. So then the fourth item that you're talking about, fourth item is when you talk about a complete package and a question comes in, why we should hire you?
Yes,
people have no answer to this.
My next question is about why we should hire you.
Well, so why I want to hire you?
One by one, come on my questions. I don't.
One step ahead, right? Okay,
yes.
So that's good to know.
Yes.
So that means you are moving in the right direction.
Yes,
right?
you're going good.
See, so why we should hire you means what I want to hear from you as an employer. That remember, you are going to help me achieve my objectives and helping the organization to achieve their vision. That's why we should hire you. The value they're going to bring to the company is by we are not working alone. So there is a teamwork. Yes. So teamwork has to be there. Objectives earlier. So that means you are becoming effective, that you achieve the objectives, and you become efficient, that you achieve the objective. Something that you put up for 12 months, you can do it in 8 months. And by the way, with the help of AI now, you should be able to do that in 4 months. By the way, that's an expectation that all employers will have coming days, that they would expect you to do something like this. So don't give me a report in 5 days, do it right now in 20 minutes because AI is there. So if you don't know how to do it, it's your problem. But my expectations are going to change. So be ready for this and prepare for this. And by the way, effective communication is important because you have to communicate to your boss as well. Like, boss, don't expect this in 20 minutes. I mean, it will take not 5 days, but maybe 1 day or 2 days. But yes, I will not do it in 20 minutes, but I'll not also take 5 days. So you need to find a middle ground. Be realistic.
Okay. How should a candidate prepare our interview?
All right. So that's important to know that, first of all, what job you applied for, where you are, what's your capabilities. So if you want to apply for a job which is higher than your capabilities, maybe 5%, 10% above your pay grade or skills grade is fine. But if you think that you are on a position of like a manager and you apply for a CEO position, are you capable enough for this? I mean, applying won't hurt, right? But it will hurt you because, first of all, we will not call you because we are not going to shortlist you. Secondly, you'll be depressed. Oh, I applied for the job, it's a great opportunity, but I miss it. Now, it's a great opportunity, but it was not for you. So you need to be ready for the proper job when you apply for it. So that's very important. Now, when you get ready for it, it's a process that takes time. So over the years, you can get ready for whatever the position you want to apply for. For example, one of the things you mentioned about in CV, what should not be there. I've seen a CV of a fresh graduate where they mention the position as a manager. So in some companies, when they start working, it's a coordinator job or maybe an assistant role, but they put their manager because they want to show like, we have done something. It's completely wrong. It's giving me a message that, okay, this guy is overqualified. So that's why I don't offer you a job. So don't go in your profile being overqualified and underqualified. So make sure that, that's another skill that you have to have. And that's why a lot of people ask for professional help in their CV. But when they go for this professional help, because they don't know you, they may also exaggerate your profile based on what you have done. So you need to be careful about that. So how to get ready? Know you, and then put up your career plan, put up your educational plan, put up your capability plan. What skills you have? There is something that I call, and there's a YouTube video for this. I'll try to make it in a better way with a new AI scheme and all. It's called Adnan Career Growth Model. I developed this like a few years ago. It wasn't popular because we didn't even go ahead and put up out there for people to look at and see it. But inshallah, now we'll try to do it soon. The idea is that you need to have a mentor in your life and a role model in your life. So, for example, if you want to be like Ibrahim and Khalid or Adnan, you need to see what they have done in life. And the best area, of course, you can look at their CV or their LinkedIn profile. Now, there also I'll use the idea that when you write a CV, take CV of those people that you want to be like, their role models. So just try to do the copy paste, the format, what they have done in their life. So use their CV as a pattern that you build your CV. Now, copy paste means if I have done something like I'm PMP certified,
Yes.
don't put PMP certified if you're not. But
Oh.
put up in your to-do list that I want to be a PMP certified. So do whatever I have done in life, you do the same. Now it's a shortcut. Normally, what I tell people is like, shortcut is the worst thing you can do to get rich, but it's one of the best thing you can do to get rich as well because you do it in the right way.
Yes.
Something that took me 20 years to learn and do by understanding and by knowing things, and then I got those certificates. You can get it done right away because you don't have to do all that search. So 3 certificates are right away I tell to everyone is like PMP, Lean Six Sigma Green Belt at least, ITIL Foundation, and now it's a lead auditor, at least one of any ISO certification. So 4 certificates, if you get it done, put in your profile earlier in your career, it's something best that you can do to yourself. Now that's getting ready. For me, I learned it over time. So it took me about 4 to 5 years to get these certificates done. And I'm talking about, again, in initial stages of my career. But it took me 5 years to get those certificates. But you can get them within a year or within 2 years. So that's a shortcut that you can get done. And then look at their skills. I'm talking about the non-career growth model.
Yes.
So what your role model has done, what skills they have, what kind of projects they have worked on, what kind of experience they have and jobs they have worked on, roles that they have played. So try to target those, try to learn from those projects. My first project in life was a project which I worked for free. So do internship, even if it's not paid, work on free projects, just help them, support them, and to get your experience, get that into your profile, you learn from that. By the way,
Yes, most important, learn.
yes, exactly. My first project that I did, I got the job right after that. So from the same computer
Same
science
company.
department. Yes.
Mashallah. At the end, you must be learn.
Yes, you must learn. That's very important. See, there is a statement. It says, "First learn, then earn." So
Okay.
your learning will start.
You give me a lot of lessons like
Yeah.
first learn,
Then earn.
then earn. Okay.
Right.
In I'm from Punjab. We said that hatti chatti, same like that.
Exactly, right. I don't
Okay.
remember exactly, but yes, that's right. See, those phrases from elderly, they are very important, very good. All right, those are the life lessons that you can carry on and help you all the way in every phase of life. All right. See, for me, if you want to say learning from where it should come from, it come from your mentors, it come from your elders. Of course, the first person to teach you is your parent, right?
Parents.
Your father, your mother, right? Then your siblings. You learn from your relatives, right? We have this negativity about relatives, especially Popo. So I think they are the best people who teach you. All right. I mean, the negativity come from competition. Oh, you know what? My cousin bought a brand new car, and I don't have it. That's where the negativity starts. So, and also it bring in from the elderly people, right? Because what they do, your uncle or your aunt or your parents, they start comparing. Don't compare, because you live your life, you are in your situation. What you are doing, I have no idea. What I'm doing, you have no idea. So if you are successful or anyone else is like millionaire, now you have no idea how many nights they have slept going hungry. So they went to bed without food, and they have no way to pay their bills for, like, not only just a day or maybe a week, maybe months. They struggled. So, and then somehow things change and they reach to a point where they are now today successful people. So don't just, the shortcut again, it's not about how to get rich, but about building your capability, about reaching to a point, learning, shortcut in learning, how I can learn. But you cannot just, don't read a book and just think that you can learn everything. So reading a book, yes, you have to do it, but try to learn how to read fast. So instead of reading a book in a week, you can read it within 2 days, or maybe a summary. That's still fine. All right, but yes, learning has to be there.
Now tell the our children parents why they compare, and tell my audience, especially parents, why they compare our child to another child.
See, why you compare is because you want your kids to be successful. So they think that by comparing, they're giving them a role model. But hey, you know what? No, that's not right. By comparing, you are actually downgrading your own child. So you need to understand what your child is, what their capabilities are, what their learnings are. Now, if you want to help them, then tell them what are the next steps. Hey, you know what? Do this and this and this. Hey, you know what? Enroll in this class. Show them, find by yourself and tell them this is the class you should go to, all right? Or this is a certificate they should go to. So do your own homework and then help your kids. Don't just tell them, hey, you know what, be like Khalid or Ibrahim, all right? Because their life journey is different, their skill set is different, their mindset is different. So bring this all positivity to your kids, and you know, you need to teach them first, learn yourself. Comparison will not do any good to your kids, and then tell them, because they may develop this comparison by themselves as well. So make sure that you are responsible to have them, you know, get away from this comparison. Hey, you know what, if he bought a new car or a new home, don't worry about it, your time will come, you'll get it, but you need to do your own things in the right way. So I highly recommend, have this vision. You know, the organizations, they develop their vision, have a personal vision for your kids by themselves. They need to write it, they need to make sure that they do it, and over time they prepare their own plan, how are they going to achieve it. But vision is important. Don't give your vision to them. Oh, I want my son or daughter to be a doctor. What about them, what they want to be? Maybe they want to be a scientist, and maybe they can be the best in the world. So let them be the best scientist instead of being a mediocre doctor. So let your kids grow, let them decide what they want to do, help them, support them. That's what you're supposed to do. Make sure that they're in the right way, doing things in the right way. So remove, your job is to remove all negativity from their life.
You give them a example, same like Three Idiots, Indian movie.
Yeah,
Three
yeah, yeah.
Idiots.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, same like his father he's an engineer, and but he's a want of a photographer, like that.
That was a good example, right?
Yes.
So see, again, at the end of the day, see, you can be a professionally something, and you may have a hobby which is different, but then later on sometime your hobby takes over and you can become the best in your hobby, and then, you know, in engineering or on anything else.
Yes, yes.
So and over time, by the way, we at age of like even 40, sometimes we find out, oh, you know what, I'm best in something else and not what I'm doing. So change your lane, that can happen. So, you know, this is your life. And in life, what, at the end of the day, you want to be successful. And success, not by money or by fame or by, you know, whatever the means that we have. Life, what Allah has mentioned is that you'll be successful and you are successful in hereafter. So for that, what you're doing, you have to look into, you know, that's a vision, basically what you're supposed to have, ultimate vision.
Yes.
But in life, again, in dunya, what is our ultimate vision? That's about what are we going to do at the career, and, you know, so many other things. So the features and functions that are linked with our life here in dunya. So you need to connect all of them together. That's a complete package.
This question I ask all the guests: what is the definition of success?
See, success at the end of the day is, as I mentioned, like uh, what Allah has mentioned.
Very, very, very short sentence. What is the definition of success?
So achieving your vision, all right, whatever you put up, if you achieve that one, that means you're successful, right? So you achieve your, and again, vision we're talking about, it could be a 20 years old vision, right? Or 20 years long. For example, I want to be a doctor in life, for example, let's say. So that's my vision, to be the best number one doctor. So now it will take 20 years to reach to the point where you are the number one doctor in the world, and everyone is calling you, and the media and interviews, and so not, you know, hundreds of awards. But are you going to be happy at the end of the day? So being successful doesn't mean that you're always happy. So you need to make sure that there's a tangible definition of success, and then there's intangible definition of success. Now, successful person, I believe, is the one who is happy inside and outside. So
I think that is a very, very good answer. If you're happy, means you're successful.
you're successful. Yeah,
And
alhamdulillah.
it's a very, very short like